China's military technology is developing rapidly. Why can't it catch up with the United States? Many friends may say that is nonsense. China's military weapons and equipment are not as large as those of the United States. How to catch up? It's not true. After watching this video, you will understand. Our country is fighting stealth fighters. 6th-generation fighter, hypersonic missile, including swarm drones, are already at the forefront of the world. Some equipment even surpasses that of the United States. Actually, China is the most complete industrial system in the world. If necessary, it's totally fast, mass production, the world's most advanced weapons and equipment. But here's the thing, in a short time, unable to train professionals who are skilled in using these weapons. This is precisely the importance of the American military. One of the gaps, 2 soldier pilots. Commander's ability and quality directly determine whether the weapons and equipment can be used. Biggest advantage, cultivate professional talents. It can take years, even decades. For example, the J-20 was met. The annual output can reach 40 to 50 aircraft. In the coming years, China may be able to equip hundreds of 5th-generation aircraft. But pilot training speed, far from keeping up with the speed of aircraft production. Train a qualified 5th-generation aircraft pilot. From basic flight training to proficiency in operating the J-2, it takes at least 5 to 8 years. You have to accumulate a lot of practical experience. Even if 1,000 are built in a short period of time, build 20. If there are not enough qualified pilots, the fighter jets can only be parked in the hangar as a decoration, unable to form a strong fighting force. In contrast, the US F-Series and F-35 fighter jets have been in service for many years. Pilots over 10,000, tactical maturity. So, although China's J-20 includes advanced 6th-generation aircraft, the number of pilots is still at a significant disadvantage. The same is true for aircraft carriers. With China's vast industrial strength, launch 2 ships a year. Even 3 aircraft carriers are not difficult. But the aircraft carrier, combat effectiveness also relies on a large number of well-trained sailors and carrier pilots, especially carrier pilots. One of the most difficult military services to train. It is not only necessary to master the operation of fighter jets, it is also necessary to have the ability to operate in complex sea conditions, the ability to land accurately. Train a qualified carrier pilot. The training cycle requires at least 10 years. The United States has 11 aircraft carriers, accumulated decades of combat experience. Each aircraft carrier is equipped with approximately 5,000 to 6,000 sailors. China's crew training system is still being perfected. In a short time, the overall combat effectiveness of the aircraft carrier is difficult to fully release. The same is true for strategic nuclear submarines. China, in recent years, increased investment in the construction of nuclear submarine forces, but it also faces the problem of a shortage of professionals. A nuclear submarine requires at least 100 elite sailors. They have to be psychologically superior and very disciplined. Submarine on mission. Months of covert cruising in the deep sea. It is a huge physical and psychological test for the crew. Submarine commanders are more difficult to train, requires at least 10 years of experience. In contrast, the U.S. nuclear submarine force is experienced. The training system is mature. China's nuclear submarine force is still expanding rapidly. In addition to the personnel gap, the U.S. military also has global delivery capabilities. America's self-promised world police. Global deployment of 800 military bases. Can send troops anywhere in the world at any time. Aircraft carriers can cruise around the world, extremely mobile and capable of delivery. China's current strategic focus is on the Western Pacific region. Although it has strong defensive capabilities, but in the short term, global combat and deployment capabilities, there are limits. There is indeed a gap between China and the United States in the military field. Objectively speaking, although the United States is the global military hegemon, but China is going fast towards the ranks of the world's military powers. Military technology is gradually shrinking in the United States. And I'm sure you understand that our country has the capacity to build weapons. What's missing is the training of professionals. This is a technology war. You can't win with traditional forms of loyalty. The future depends on scientific research talents, and aspiring young people facing the college entrance examination actively participate in the field of national defense construction. Not only do you feel honored to defend your country, future employment can also be smooth all the way.